good day. So, in today's lesson, we are going to discuss for our subject in music and arts. So, let's proceed. So, here we have our content standards. The learners demonstrate understanding of the conventional local folk music and arts common to the Philippines and selected Southeast Asian countries, including the subject, themes, concept, mediums, processes, techniques, and or practices. And for our performance standards, the learners incorporate characteristics of selected Philippine and Southeast Asian traditional or folk music and art in their creative work using conventional, contemporary, and emerging concept, processes, techniques, and or practices in music and arts. And here we have our learning competencies. Produce creative works are inspired by the Philippines and selected Southeast Asian local folk performing in visual arts using relevant conventional, contemporary, and emerging concept, processes, and or practices. So here we have our learning objectives. In particular, the student should be able to A. Integrate the strategies of the creative process in creating a 10-minute performance inspired by the Binanog dance of Panay Bukidnon and Hirignugyao, Subidaynoy Festival of the Kalinog, Iloilo, and Wayang Kulot of Indonesia. And last one, we have show appreciation of the Philippine and Southeast Asian traditional and folk music and arts that contribute to the richness and diversity of the culture. And perform the create a 10-minute performance with at least satisfactory rating and display cooperation and collaboration in the creative process. So here we have our topic, the creative process and production mounting. So when we say production mounting, it is in the context of the creative process, typically refers to the final stages of turning an idea or concept into a fully realized and presentable product, performance, or artwork. This process involves the logical, logistical, practical, and technical aspect of bringing the creative vision to life. It is the execution phase that follows the earlier stages of concept development, design, and refinement, while it also applies to the many creative fields. So next. So we're going to have a short review here about our previous topic. So here we have the Sugudanon and the Pinanok of Panay Bukidnon. So these are the important elements of the traditional music, dance, and oral literature of the Panay Bukidnon people, an indigenous group in the central Philippines, wherein these cultural expressions are particularly found among the Ilongot or Bukidnon communities living on the island of Panay in the Visayan region. Next, we have the Hirinugyaw Sugidanonay Festival of the Kalinog Iloilo. So this festival is one of the most vibrant and culturally rich festival in Kalinog, a municipal in the province of Iloilo located in the western Visayas region of the Philippines. It is an annual celebration that highlights the town's indigenous tradition and folklore with a focus on the Panay Bukidnon people cultural heritage. Now let's move on to our Wayang Kulit of Indonesia. So, Wayang Kulit is a traditional form of shadow puppetry from Indonesia, particularly associated with the island of Java. It is also found in Bali and other parts of Southeast Asia. So, the word Wayang refers to the puppet itself or the performance, and Kulit means skin or leather, referring to the material used to create the puppets. So here we have different guide questions. So number one, what concept do this art form portrays? How do these art forms utilize music, dance, drama, and visual arts? And last one, describe the similarities and differences between Bunbang Phai of Thailand, Wayang Kulit of Indonesia, and the Hirinugyaw Sugidanunay Festival of the Kalinog Iloilo, recording the concept, process, technique, and practices. So here for your activity, brainstorming, So as a group here, we have two questions. What new ideas can you formulate after watching and listening to these art forms as input for creative work? Second, how can you utilize dance, music, drama, and visual arts to produce a performance with your ideas? So now let's move on to unlocking the content vocabulary. So here we have the creative process and the creative work. So in creative process, talking a challenge or problem and working through various possibilities, arrive design, solution, yan. Creative work refers to something someone has made using their imagination and skills such as painting a song or a song or a story. So here the creative process. So in preparation, we're going to gather information and define the problem. And for the incubation, we're going to let the ideas simmer subconsciously. So here we have different question here. As I stated, the video link here, a YouTube link. And we have a guide questions in here. Number one, what ideas for your output did your group formulate in the previous activity after watching the videos? Watch the video on how Panupok is presented in the Philip Festival dance through the link provided again. So we have 6 to 8 minutes, and then describe the interplay of dance, music, visual arts, wherein it includes the costume, props, and set designs, and drama to showcase Panupok in the dance festival. So here we have that preparation phase. So in preparation phase, in the creation phase, conducting a rigorous study about experience, knowledge, and subject are the points that should be underlined in the preparation phase, which is the first phase of the creative process. So in here, we are going to lay the foundational groundwork for creativity by gathering and synthesizing relevant information, clarifying the problem or challenge at hand, and immersing yourself in the context of the project. It also sets the stage for the rest of the creative process, helping to ensure that your ideas are grounded in a depth understanding of what you're working with. And another preparation, research, gathering ideas and resources involves becoming acquainted with the challenge, gathering ideas, and hunting out information that may be useful. Human memory can create things in its way. The necessity of the sketches, preliminary designs, and drafts for designers' inspiration for their design fields. We have here the machine, poetry, painting, building, fabric, etc., and should not be overlooked. So in here, we are going to gather information, research, and be familiar with the challenge or subject that you are tackling with. It also involves not only gathering external resources and information, but also drawing on your own experiences and memory to fuel creativity. So example, we have the sketches, drafts, and preliminary designs, which are essential tools in this space as they help bring abstract ideas into a more tangible form and allow for experimentation. So here we also have another definition. When developing something new, working effectively with a hypothesis put forth, this context is incredibly necessary. The designer's mind should be filled with various elements such as themes, patterns, colors, motifs, compositions, figures, and other more. Brainstorming is a typical type of preparation activity. So when we develop something new, working effectively with a hypothesis and nurturing the creative mind with various elements such as themes, patterns, color, motifs, compositions, and figures is crucial for the preparation phase. This process is not only about gathering information but also about generating, exploring, and refining ideas that will eventually lead to innovative and effective solutions or creations. Now let's move on with the incubation phase. So here, in incubation is a period of pondering on the problem. This may involve thinking or daydreaming behavior, but it also involves active exploration of ideas, materials, or processes. A student is often engaged in what if thinking during this stage. What if I put this movement after that one? If I stick this together, what will I do or will they do? What sound will I get if I use this stick with that trap? So in here, incubation is a phase of creative process where ideas are allowed to marinate and evolve, often outside of conscious effort or focused work. It's a period of reflection, mental processing, and exploration that happens after the initial preparation phase. During incubation, the creator allows your mind to wander, letting thoughts, concepts, and problems simmer in the background. This phase can involve daydreaming, subconscious processing, or even the active experimentation with materials or ideas, often in a more relaxed, less structured way. Next, we also here have incubation is a free exploration of possibilities coupled with an ongoing review of their potential. Incubation is a vitally important stage in an art project and is often overlooked. The more attention given to this stage, the better the outcome. So in here, it is very vital yet often overlooked stage of the creative process, particularly in the context of art and design. It represents a free-flowing exploration of possibilities where ideas are allowed to unfold, shift, and mature over time with an ongoing review of their potential. During this phase, a creator is not simply passively waiting for inspiration to strike, but rather actively giving the mind room to experiment, test, and refine concepts. And here we also have another creative process. We have the elimination and the verification. So elimination and verification are two distinct but interconnected stages in a creative process. Each plays a critical role in bringing an idea from its early formation to its final, fully realized form. While both are essential for innovation and problem solving, they focus on different aspects of creativity. Often, creativity. So next, here we have the elimination phase. So elimination is the moment of revelation. This is when possibilities crystallize and you see the signs of solution that meets all your requirements. So with this, elimination is a phase of the creative process when an idea or solution suddenly becomes clear and focused after a period of uncertainty, exploration, and incubation. It's the moment of revelation when you feel like you've uncovered the missing piece to the puzzle or when everything clicks into place. It's as if the scattered elements of your thoughts, concept, or problem crystallize into a coherent actionable idea that addresses your creative challenge. Next. Next, we have the idea. Incubated is considered to be completely formed at the elimination stage and felt internally via strong intuition. This stage, which can take place in any area such as poetry, painting, design, etc., is the moment when general points are determined and sketches or drafts are created. The description of the problem solution is provided for the first time and is the inspiration moment when the solution is determined initially. And lastly, the rapid and sudden emergence of ideas is the clearest indicator of illumination. So with these, the illumination stage is a critical phase in the creative process where the incubated idea reaches its moment of clarity and formation. It is the time when all the preliminary thinking, research, and internal processing come together and the solutions to the problem or the creative idea emerges clearly. And lastly, we have the verification phase. So in verification, it is a stage when you look on the production, refining the possibilities that emerge at the elimination stage. Verification results from your inquiries, the final artwork, dance, or painting, that is the example, and the solution or response to the challenge, it is the resolution. So with this, verification is the final stage in the creative process where the idea or concept that emerged during the elimination stage is tested, refined, and realized into its final form. This phase involves working through and validating the ideas that come to light during elimination, making sure that they truly address the problem or creative challenge and that they hold up under practical real-world conditions. So with this, that is all our lesson for the music and arts, and I hope you gain knowledge for our lesson today. I will attach your activity later on, and I hope you answer that and maximize your time. Thank you for listening, everyone. See you on my next video. God bless everyone and keep safe. Goodbye.